Dealer is going to tell a customer they inspect their used vehicles, okay? If they're at a Honda store and it's a Honda certified vehicle, it probably went through a robust inspection process because Honda demands it, okay? But if I'm buying a Toyota or a Chevrolet or a Ford or a Chrysler at a Honda store, what sort of inspection did it probably go through? Basically a safety inspection. Okay, does it start, stop, and steer? Okay, they're not going to put the vehicle through the robust inspection. Okay, so the consumer defines it as a better vehicle because of the inspection and the reconditioning process. What do you guys spend on average to recondition a certified pre-owned vehicle? Do you guys know?
Well, it's 172 point inspection, so that list could be big.
Yeah, because if something doesn't pass, it's got to be fixed or replaced. Okay? Any idea? I'm going to guess it's probably somewhere between 1,200 and 2,000. Again, I used to know the number. I will know the number before I leave, but I don't know what it is. How much credit does the customer give us for that money we spend on these vehicles?
0. They want more.
They don't give us any credit for the single largest expense attached to a pre-owned certified vehicle. Whose fault is that?
Salesperson.
Yeah, it's our fault, okay? If we don't create value in the inspection and reconditioning process, the customer's not going to attach any value to it. Now I hear this all around the country. Well, they expect it to be in top-notch condition. They don't care. Bullshit. The only reason they wouldn't care if we spend a ton of money on a vehicle to get it ready for them to look at, drive, and take home is if we're not creating the value. If they're on a Motor Trend certified vehicle, this is the first thing I would show them, okay? It had to, in fact, what I say is every one of these check marks could indicate money that we spent on this vehicle, because every system or item on this checklist has got to pass, and if it doesn't pass, we can't certify it. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix or replace. Now, might we find some things that are too expensive to fix or replace? Yeah. What do we do with those vehicles?
As is or auction.
As is or auction. And if they go to the auction, where do they end up? At our competitors' lots. So we could actually say with a straight face that if you looked at used cars elsewhere, you may have seen some of our rejects, right? Right? Yeah. Because it's a fact. All right? We don't know which ones and where they go, but they could have seen some of our rejects. All right? So, the reconditioning process itself, do we detail the vehicles?
Sometimes.
No.
There's been some that.
Well, yeah, I get that everywhere I go. Is every vehicle standing tall? No, I get that, okay? This is an imperfect world we live in. All right, but for the most part, we're going to have better vehicles. Of course, we've got GM certified. Of course, we've got Kia certified, but we can certify anything we want to. Now, how many Motor Trend stores are there in the state of Tennessee? 2. This one and Bartlett. That's it. And we're not going to put any more in West Tennessee. If we find a store that wants to do it in Middle Tennessee or East Tennessee, we would probably consider it. We'd check with Sam first. Okay, but when Sam hooked up on this, going back about 9 years, we promised him exclusivity. We wanted you guys to be able to tell a better story about certain used vehicles than your competitors can. But it requires a good story.